Good afternoon, I'm Jeff. I'm a sewer tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 14462 Southeast Vista Lane here in Milwaukee. We're located at the rear of the home. We have a 4-inch, it has a cast iron, the old cast iron top on it, but the line itself is actually ABS. This will be our point of access. I'm going to insert the camera and check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. Currently have water running. And it looks like it does go back to the original cast iron here at the base of the clean out. Here we go. Transitions over, it looks like the ABS pipe here at 18 feet. Okay, so we just went through a pretty significant belly there in the line. We'll see how it looks when we drain the line out and reel back at the end. I had to move the camera around here a little bit to try and locate it. The line goes straight out from the rear of the home towards the retaining wall. There's actually a secondary cleanout at the retaining wall. It's plastic sticking up out of the ground. Goes to the retaining wall and then hangs a left and starts traveling across the property, and appears it goes through. If you're looking at the face of the home, it's headed towards the left side of the property. By 88 feet, that would put it beyond the fence line, and unfortunately, due to all the turns, I'm not able to get beyond that point. So out to 88 feet, we're able to camera. Beyond that point, I'm not able to. Anyway, we're letting the line drain out here for a moment. There is a belly in the line I'm going to try and map out. It's in kind of an awkward spot down by this retaining wall. Alright, the line is most of the way drained out. Now that we have the water flow turned off, I'm not going to be able to camera all the way back out to 88 feet again, but that portion of the line was already looking good. I'm mostly concerned about the belly in the line. And we're going to take a look at that here real quick, see how that looks. Yeah, it looks like the belly dissipates here at about 50 feet out. I'm going to pull back and see where it begins. Okay, so once you get back into the belly, about from roughly 40 feet out to 50 feet, the water level's sitting at about an inch of standing water, or right at it, just over the camera lens. In this area here, it's more like 2 or 3 inches of standing water. When I jerk the camera back really quickly, if the water level's sitting around an inch and a half, the water will suck below the camera lens. In this circumstance, it's not doing that. As you can see there, it's the camera staying submerged, which generally means you have at least 2 inches of standing water, if not more than that.
But it's been on the market for a long time.
Okay. All right, located the camera head here. So there's a clean out, a second clean out. It's plastic straight out from the clean out I'm accessed through here. The line turns directly underneath the cinder block wall and is directly underneath the wall here. So that's most likely what's caused the line to belly out. Is there's a huge cinder block wall sitting right on top of the sewer line, which makes it very difficult and extremely expensive to correct something like this. So far, there is standing water here. I'm not seeing a significant amount of debris buildup. The bellies are something that can be lived with. A belly like this does put your line at a very significant increase in its ability to clear stuff out. Debris can hang up in the water here and start building up and cause a blockage. That's the concern. So if you're very careful as to what goes down the line, basically just toilet paper and minimal use with the disposal, most likely that stuff's going to continue to keep flowing through there. If you start putting paper towels and bacon grease and flushable wipes down the line, that's where bellies are very unforgiving, or giant wads of toilet paper. You need to avoid that kind of stuff. I'm going to locate here just to see if we're still under the cinder block wall. And it does. It looks like the line just goes right underneath the cinder block wall all the way across the property, and once it gets to the property's edge on the left side of the property, it turns right, heads up, and then it crosses over into the neighbor's property here at the blue house. I don't know its house number, but it does head to an easement. Anyway, I would recommend correcting the belly, albeit it's a very difficult repair to pull off. You've got probably a 6 to 8 foot tall cinder block wall sitting on top of this. It would be a very serious repair project to pull that off. You'd need some very big machines in here to deal with that kind of repair. So I would recommend it getting repaired. If a repair is not done, again, just be careful as to what goes down the line. Basically just folded toilet paper only and limited use with the disposal to just eliminate the amount of fats and grease that go down the sewer line. Currently it's actually quite clean. I don't see any debris buildup anywhere, so the line has been functioning. In a circumstance like this, I would recommend doing a rescope in a year or two just to get a baseline. Everyone's living habits are different, and it's worth seeing whether the way you live is causing the line to allow debris to collect in the sewer line. This is one of those circumstances where the cost to repair this thing is so immense that you'd be better off to keep an eye on the sewer line, do a scope in a year or two to get a baseline for how it's looking, and if you don't see any debris building up, you're probably going to be in good shape. If you do, you may have to do a hydrojet on the line maybe every year or two to keep any debris from building up. Currently, it does appear to be functioning, but it is due to the 20-foot belly there is at risk for debris buildup. So I'm going to go ahead and reel the camera all the way out. Unfortunately, I'm not able to get to the easement, so I would just check the plot map, see how far that line actually goes. We made it out to almost 90 feet. My guess is it probably crosses over into the neighbor's property and hits an easement fairly quickly after that point.